And so it's burned in our mouths. All we didn't want to do is what we must, boys. Burned in our mouths. Someone got to kick you up a bus, boys. Tell them the truth we loudly roar. And so the RAF come posted leaflets through the door. So it's burned in our bus. All we didn't want to do is what we must. And so it's burned in our mouths.
Pause. Hello everyone, I'm going to pop the music back on whilst everyone gets ready to start the lesson, okay? Play.
We must boys, Berlin or far. Someone started kicking up a fuss, boys. Tell them the truth we loudly roar, and told the RAF up posted leaflets through the door. So it's Berlin or far. All we didn't want to do with but we are.
Happy VE Day, everybody. Pause. Okay, good morning everybody. Hello and welcome to my very special VE Day edition of our weekly Spellathon. Thank you all for joining me today, and a special thank you to those of you that joined me at the very start of the lesson for the 2-minute silence. Okay, so I've got lots to fit into today's lesson, lots of shout outs, some poetry readings from the great work you produced during the war poetry lesson on Tuesday, and also I will be announcing the winners of our letter writing competition. But first things first, as you will all know if you've done English live lessons before, I post a task sheet with 6 different activities on the Facebook group called English Live Resources, and usually on a Friday they're all to do with spellings and vocabulary, but this week it's a bit different. They are VE Day activities that lend themselves very well to the skills that you should be developing in English. So if you're looking for things to do after this lesson, if you'd like to do that to celebrate VE Day, please do download that. And as always, please do post your lovely work in the group so we can all have a look and give you some really nice feedback. So, some shout outs. So a big hello to the Sanders family in Cambridge who are all doing the Spellathon together today. Wow, I wonder who's going to win. And lots of birthdays. It's a big birthday time of year this weekend. Helen, it's your 12th birthday today, and your mum asked me to say a big happy birthday to you. To Tadas and Akvil, who are 8 on Sunday, and they are from Collier Row in Romford. to Lola, who was 7 yesterday. She's in Wombourne and she watches every day with her brother Jude, who is 9. So big happy birthday for yesterday, Lola. And hello to Alex, Emma, Olivia in Norwich, who are aiming to beat their mum today, and it's mum's birthday, so I hope mum wins today. Okay, hello to everybody at Preston School in Yeovil who entered lots of absolutely fabulous letters into the competition. You kept me really busy up late last night reading all of your wonderful letters. Hello to Florence, who is 10 in Wiltshire, who watches with Izzy and, I can't read my own handwriting here, Laurie it looks like. Hello, and a shout out to Bethan and Katie. And thank you to Katie who sent me some lovely work. Shout out to Sophie and Emily Hawkins and to the whole Hawkins clan. And hello to Jack and Maisie Derry, who offered to be Bertie's dog sitter if ever I needed a break from him. I may well take you up on that. And shout out to Safia, who is 8 in Stoke. To Seth, who is 11 in Worcester. Jasmine, who is watching with her mum. And to Darsh in Leeds. Big hello to all of you and thank you for joining me today. So as we have got lots and lots to get through, I'm going to crack on straight away with the Key Stage 1 spellings. So, pens at the ready. Word number 1. War. War. Two. Far. Far. Number 3, fly. Fly. Number 4, loud. Loud. I can see lots of you getting these correct in the live chat. I hope you're testing yourself first before you're looking how other people are spelling them in the chat. Okay. 5, proud. Proud. 6, queen. Queen. 7, king. King. 8, uniform. Uniform. It's a tricky one for Key Stage 1, as is this. Number 9, defeat. Defeat. Number 10, forces. Forces. Number 11, my lucky number, as many of you know. Sources, and not the sauce you put on your chip, but sources as in the source of information. Not all of you are getting that one right. Hello, Katie in Burpham. Number 12, bomb. Bomb. Number 13, battle. Battle. Number 14, so the penultimate word in the Key Stage 1 section, is allies. Allies. And the final word from Key Stage 1 is radio. Radio. Okay, as always, I'm going to give you a little bit of time to mark your own spellings, and I'll pop the music back on and you can have a little boogie if you like. Play.
And so whisper in our hearts, all we didn't want to do is thought we must start. Birds in our hearts, someone started kicking up a fuss, boys. Tell them the truth, we loudly roar, and told the RAF I posted leaflets through the door. So it burns in our buzz. All we didn't want to do with what we love.
Pause. Okay, I'll leave these just here. I don't know if you can still see them, but they're there if you need them. And obviously, if you're watching this on catch up, then you can just pause the video if you need to. You can check off those spellings. So in between each of the spellings, I am going to announce competition winners and read you some of the wonderful poetry that was produced on Tuesday. So I'm going to start with a poem called War by Lewis, who is 10. Bertie. War is a shadowy hand crushing brave souls. Guttural cries ring out for all to hear. Bodies lying in ditches, forgotten and dumped in holes. What is it all for? All for that fear. War is hell-bent on tearing lives apart. Gunshots bang, another life, and that sliver of hope gone. Are they cold-blooded killers or trying to heal another's heart? Death isn't a statistic, but a life that can't live on. War is the distorted monster in your mind. The trenches buckle with despair and melancholy. Survivors of a war are the hardest thing to find. Those killed can finally rest their weary heads peacefully. Lovely. Thank you very much for doing that, Lewis. That's a really, really interesting and well-written poem. So I hope you all enjoyed that. Thank you, Lewis. And I'm going to announce now the winner of the amusing category for the letter writing competition. These ones had me in stitches last night. I was really annoying Mr. Kingman, kept trying to read letters to him and try and make him laugh. So I'm going to tell you 4 runners-up that I just thought should get a mention because they did a really good job, and then I will tell you who the winner is. So well done to Heidi Crouch, who is 10 in Petswood, who did a very cheeky letter using the vocab that I taught her in the vocabulary lesson. And well done to Henry Cheeseman, I don't know if that's your name or your parents' name, who emailed it, who wrote a letter from a character called Bob Gamer about finding a tortoise in his burger at the burger bar. Very well done to Eliza, who is 9 in Nottingham, who wrote a very cheeky letter demanding to win and using all of the persuasive writing techniques that I taught her. And really quite amusing letter from Henry and Neve to the reps, who are their random elderly people who send them presents who are actually their grandparents. So those were all really amusing letters and did make me chuckle. So well done to those people. And the winner of the amusing letter section is Astrid Richards, who wrote a fantastic letter about how her mum is not very good with technology. And the part that made me laugh the most is that her brother put a banana with a hula hoop in the background of her mum's Zoom call, and her mum couldn't change it, and she had to go through her whole business meeting with a hula hooping banana behind her. So that did make me laugh. Right, we're going to move on now to the key stage 2 words. So if you want to get your pen ready, make sure you've got a piece of paper in front of you. I'll pop that out of the way. So here we go with our key stage 2 words. Number 1, victory. Number 2, spitfire. Spitfire. Number 3, European. European. Number 4, celebrate. Celebrate. Can I just say well done to my brother, who's in his 30s, but he got 15 out of 15 on Key Stage 1. So well done, Elliot, and thank you for joining me today. Number 5, surrender. Surrender. Number 6, jubilee. Jubilee. Number 7, imperial. Imperial. And number 8, balcony. Balcony. Number 9, princess. Princess. Number 10, empire. Empire. Number 11, invasion. Invasion. If you don't want to see the words in the chat, I think you can hide the chat altogether. So if you want to test yourself without seeing the answers, you can do that. Okay, where are we up to? Number 12, military. Military. Number 13, evacuation. Evacuation. That's another tricky one for Key Stage 2. Number 14, heritage. Heritage. And the final word for the Key Stage 2 spellings is immigrant. Immigrant. Okay, time to mark your own work. I'll pop it on the board for you. Play. Pause. Okay, how did you do? Pop your scores into the, let's see. Okay, Kate got 15 out of 15. Mayashi, you've got 30 out of 30. Key Stage 1, Key Stage 2, completely nailed. Well done. So, a few quick hellos, more poetry, more competition winners. A big hello to the Misty family who are all playing together in Coventry. And shout out to Sadie, who is 9 in Buckinghamshire, to the Lewis family in Burgess Hill, the Hunt family, the Chadwick family. Who else have we got here? I'm loving it that all the families are competing together, and I actually love hearing when the younger family members are beating the older family members. A big shout out to Manveer. Happy birthday to Sally's goddaughter, who is 2 today. And hello to Marissa, and well done to Noah, who is about to attempt the Key Stage 3 spellings today. And hello to Lara, Seb and John T. Charlton, who are new to lessons but have been really enjoying them. Thank you. I'm glad that you're joining me, and I'm glad that you're enjoying them. So let's have another poem. So this one is lovely. So this one is Drums of War by Emily, who is 8. I see the colour of the sky, red and black. I feel pain in my back. From a night huddled up, scared on the floor, crash, bang, pop are the sounds of war. I can taste hot smoke and disgusting gas, waiting until the horrible war will pass. Feeling like the terrifying war will never end, patiently hoping that one day soon I'll see my friend. Lovely. Thank you very much for that, Emily. I was very impressed. Okay, let's come on to another winner. So let's do the winner of the most technically accurate letter. So again, I'm going to give a big well done to 4 different people, and then the 5th person will be the winner. So a really a really well done to, really big well done to Ivy Hall, who is 11, who wrote a letter to the council about putting a nature reserve on an old rundown roundabout in her town. Well done to Jasper, who is 9 in Stirling. He wrote a letter to the Prime Minister about the plans to keep the country safe. Well done to Lily, who is 11 in Northampton, who wrote a lovely, lovely letter to Colonel Tom Moore. And well done to Isabel Sharp, who is 13, who wrote a letter to her future grandchildren that was really thought-provoking and thoughtful. And the winner, the overall winner for the technically accurate category is Jacob Moore, who is 11 in Durham, who wrote a letter as a character from Honey, I Blew Up the Kids, a film that he'd watched earlier in the week. And it was really well written, really well thought out, and I was extremely impressed by it. So really big well done to Jacob Moore. Okay, right, let's get on with Key Stage 3 spellings. Let me move this out the way. Okay, right, here we go. Pens at the ready. Number 1, Parliament. Parliament. Number 2, Chancellor. Chancellor. Number 3, recognition. Recognition. Number 4, exchequer. Exchequer. Number 5, headquarter. Headquarter. Number 6, anniversary. Anniversary. Number 7, patriotically. Patriotically. Number 8, occupied. Occupied. Number 9, liberational. Liberational. Number 10, domination. Domination. Number 11, significantly. Significantly. Number 12, chronology. Chronology. Number 13, historically. Historically. Number 14, accurate. Accurate. I hope your spellings are accurate. And number 15, the final word in the Key Stage 3 spellings, anticipation. Anticipation. Okay. Well done to Emma, who is 6, who got 14 out of 15 for the Key Stage 1 spellings. Well done for that. And a big hello to the Russell family, who are all doing it together, even with the dog Maisie. Hope Maisie's brushing up on her spellings. So I'll pop the spellings on the board and give you a little bit of time to check your own work, or just have a little boogie to the music like I will be. Play.
And so whisper in our mouths, all we didn't want to do is what we must find. Birds in our mouths, someone started kicking up a fuss, boys. Tell them the truth we loudly roared, and told the RAF posted leaflets through the door. So it's birds in our mouths, all we didn't want to do is what we must.
Pause. How did you do with the Key Stage 3 spellings? Let's see. Okay, please make sure the chat is related to the Spellathon, please. Someone's got a baby sister, Hannah, age 2, who's dancing to the music. It's easy to do. It's fun music, isn't it? Makes you want to have a little boogie around. Okay, so we're going to start with a couple of war poems from Tuesday's lesson. So I'm going to start with War by Henry, who is 9. Bertie, don't be sad. Okay. The soldiers are ready to fight. The planes are blocking the light. Guns go off, creating fog and smoke. The soldiers can't breathe and begin to choke. Bombs are raining down from the sky, causing soldiers to fall and die. There is blood and death all around. There's lots of horrific sounds. The soldiers don't want to fight anymore. But we must have victory in this war. Thank you, Henry, for that very poignant poem. And now one from Esme, who is 10, and it's called Evacuee. I'm going on a train with someone I don't know. I'd really love to stay, but something tells me no. I've packed my memories in my head. At night, I'll share them with my bed. I've left my dad and my mum, and now I'll be really glum. I've left the comfort of my room just to survive certain doom. I've left my friends and all I know just because I have to go. Lovely, Esme. That was a really nice poem looking at the effects of war on children. So really nice. Thank you for that. Okay, I'm going to do the Key Stage 4 spellings, and then I will announce the winner of the most heartwarming letter category afterwards. So, pens at the ready for the Key Stage 2 spellings. Sorry, Key Stage 4. It's live, isn't it? I always make a little mistake just to catch you out, really. Okay, Key Stage 4. Hope you're ready. Number 1, anonymously. Anonymously. Pop those there. Number 2, commemorational. Commemorational. Number 3, predecessor. Predecessor. Number 4, unsubdued. Unsubdued. Number 5, defeatist. Defeatist. So, number 6, vigorously. Vigorously. I've just been hiding people that are spamming. So, number 7, regulatory. Regulatory. That could have made it into the Key Stage 3 spellings, I think. Okay, number 8, revolutionary. Revolutionary. Number 9, conflagration. Conflagration. Number 10, demobilization. Demobilization. Number 11, my lucky number, disarmament. disarmament. My mum's just sent me a message and said somebody in the chat has said that their dad is cheating. Dads, don't cheat. Number 12. This is a long one. Inharmoniousness. Inharmoniousness. (13) Opportunistic. 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 Now for the penultimate word, which means the one before the final one. The penultimate word in the key stage 4 spellings, precautionary. Precautionary. And number 15, the final word in the key stage 4 spelling test is incongruousness. Incongruousness. Sorry, incongruousness. So whilst you're finishing those off, a big shout out to Dammy, who works for the NHS and got 14 out of 15. Well done. And to Eloise, who got 14 out of 15 for Key Stage 3, and she's in Key Stage 2. So that's a big achievement, Eloise. Well done. To Sachi, who is 11 in Doncaster, who got 45 out of 45. And a shout out to Emma. And let's see, I think I've got some more shout outs somewhere here. To Brodie and Fergus and their sausage dog Vera, who are watching in Fife. To Oliver in Alton, who got 15 out of 15. And to Luca, who is 9 in Bozeat, who is beating his dad, but his mum is beating both of them. So well done to you as a family for participating. And a reminder, as always, every week, that even if spellings aren't your thing and you find them really tricky, just having a go is a massive achievement. So you should be really proud of yourself for participating in something that is a little bit outside of your comfort zone. Okay, Bertie is all excited because his daddy is home, I think. So a quick poem, then I'll announce the winners and then we will wrap up for today. So this poem comes from Jamie, who is 9, and it's called VE Day. So it's very apt for our VE Day Spellathon today. Oh, I haven't put the spellings up. I will put them up after the poem. In 1939, with heads held high, our soldiers went to war. Bertie, come here. We can only imagine the terrible sights that they saw. We can only imagine the trenches, the sights, the smells, the sounds, as our soldiers risked their lives upon those battlegrounds. Crawling into no man's land, the soldiers were afraid. Would they survive the next onslaught of gunfire or grenade? The thoughts of home and loved ones kept their spirits high, while another battle commenced up in the crowded sky. Then the bombs fell silent on the 8th of May. As Winston Churchill announced, it was VE Day. Germany had surrendered and our victory had come. The war had finally ended and we had finally won. Thank you very much for that poem, Jamie. It was lovely to have a VE Day themed one to finish our spellathon today. So I'm going to pop the spellings up on the board. I'm going to have a little boogie with Bertie and then I'll tell you who the winner is of the Heartwarming letter competition and we will finish for today. So, play.
And so it burns in our mouths. All we didn't want to do is what we love, boys. Burns in our mouths. Someone started kicking up a fuss, boys. Tell them the truth we loudly roar, and told the RAF opposite leaflets through the door. So it burns in our mouths. All we didn't want to do is what we love.
Pause. Okay. Oh, yeah, music stopped then. I'll just leave this here, so you might still be able to see it, but you can check your spellings from the list you practiced from, or you can, if you're watching this on catch up, you can pause and check your spellings before you continue. So the winners of the Heartwarming letter competition. This was really tricky because there's lots going on at the moment, and lots of you had really taken the time to write beautiful letters to your loved ones. So I'm going to give you 4 letters that I thought were really impressive and I thought they were really heartwarming, and then I will tell you who the winner is. Okay, so lovely heartwarming letter from Amber, who is 9, who is trying to persuade her neighbours to bring a dog into their family. It was absolutely beautiful, so well done, Amber. Well done to Erin, who is 6, who wrote a beautiful letter to her nana. It melted my heart, and it was sent in with a beautiful picture of her and her nana looking at each other through the glass. Well done to Lily, who wrote a really sweet letter listing everything that she'd learned in my lessons, and I just found it really heartwarming. So thank you, Lily, for that letter. And Sophie Hawkins, who is 9, wrote a really lovely letter to her granddad as well. There's a bit of a theme here, isn't there? Writing letters to your grandparents. And the overall winner goes to Madison Clegg, who is 10 in Liverpool, who cut out a piece of paper the same shape as her arms and wrote a lovely letter to her grandma on it and sent it to her grandmother to wear as a hug. And the photos and the letter back from her grandmother were absolutely lovely. So well done to Madison Clegg for that lovely letter that you wrote. If you are one of our 3 winners in this competition, please send me a message. I'll also try and contact you as well, and I will arrange to send you a small Amazon gift voucher for you to spend on books or stationery or absolutely anything that you like. It's your competition prize for you to do with as you wish. Thank you very much for joining me today for this VE Day special Spellathon. I hope that you've got some really nice plans this afternoon to mark this very special occasion. And I hope you have a lovely afternoon, a lovely weekend, and I will see you at 11 a.m. Monday morning, bright and breezy, ready to do more English. Thank you very much for joining me today. Play.